What percentage of parents do you think are aware of what their teenagers are doing?
5%.
Honestly.
5%.
No, I'll say 10.
You say 10?
Yeah.
It's even bad. That's a fail.
There are different things that people think teenagers are not capable of doing, but they can actually do. You will even be surprised.
Okay.
They are capable of doing millions, honestly.
Yahoo is prevalent among boys now. In fact, that's even gone to another level now. We're having rituals.
Wow. Teenagers.
Of course, my dad views my status, my mom views it, my aunties, my uncles, all my family members have my status. And there was a particular time my dad didn't see me posting on WhatsApp for like a while. He had to call me, Timi. Hope it's not like you blocked me.
Okay, you guys have said a lot, honestly, and I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm not being. I've not heard anything.
You've not heard anything. I'm serious.
Subscribe to my mommy's podcast channel now!
Hi everyone, and welcome to our Children's Day special edition. See, mommies and daddies, uncles and aunties, I, Opolua, have helped you people to go and look for two very lovely teenagers that will come and talk to us on Raise a Parent. You know, here we don't gatekeep. We say it as it is, and we want us to become better parents, and we want us to raise very aware children. And you see, my guests today, these people have a community, Teenage Connect, and then I attended one of their sessions. Oh my God, I was taking notes. They were schooling me. I was learning from them, and I said, you know what, these two, they need to be on my show, for them to come and talk to parents about what it is to be a teenager and what they would love you to be doing. Do you understand? She gets me. So, I'm just going to move it forward and tell you what the topic today is. Are you guessing it? No, it's not Children's Day topic. What we have today is honest conversations parents need to hear. Sometimes we have parents that your child cannot tell you the darkest things that are happening to them. They cannot even confide in you. You think you know them, but at the end of the day, you find out that you don't know them like you think you do. So I have these lovely teenagers with me. I have Dieko Odubumi, who is my nephew, by the way. And I have Timi Okediran, who, in fact, she was the one that took the session that day, and a powerhouse. So I'll let them to talk to me about themselves, who they are, and what it has been like being a teenager. So, Timi, ladies first.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So, my name is Timi Kola, and I'm a mass communication student. So, what it has been like as a teenager, it has been a lot, actually. You have expectations to meet. You have, even if people do not tell you that, oh, you actually have to do this and do that, but you just know you have expectations to it. You have future ambitions, this drive that, oh, I must be this, I must be that. There's this particular pace you set for yourself that you have to meet. So, and just a lot of things going on. And also your academics is also there, of course. And that's just what it has been like being a teenager. Stress, hassle.
Stress.
Yeah, struggles, everything.
Stress, struggles.
Yes, overthinking.
Yes. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, all right. Dieko.
Yeah, my name is Udurumi Daniel Dieko. Yeah, so I'm a third level student of history and diplomatic studies, and life as a teenager has been quite interesting. Very interesting. The daily things that we pass through is always very, very surprising.
Things you pass through.
Yes, very surprising.
Right.
And I'm grateful for having my teenage years because it was the best time to learn and unlearn and relearn.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, teenage life is sweet.
Teenage life is sweet.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys have said a lot without saying a lot. And so I'm going to go into it, right? You said some things about expectations.
Yeah.
And, Dieko said that it has been a fun period. So how have you been able to balance expectations and the fun? What is fun to you, guys?
Okay, I think I should go first.
Okay.
Okay, fun is actually for me, taking care of yourself, being you.
What does being you mean?
Being you is be who you are. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide yourself. I was once hiding myself, but I found out that if I'm hiding myself, the world will not know the true me. It will just know the pretense me.
Pretense you.
I became some open. I show who I am to everyone. And yeah, in those phases of me showing myself, I also got corrections, like learning that this is not what you're meant to do, and it makes me become better. And yeah, that's the fun part of being a teenager.
It's fun for you.
Oh,
Is it fun for you?
Actually, I won't say it is not like that fun, but like let me just buttress what he said about being you. Yes, there's no replica of you. You are like the original version of yourself. Yeah, but the expectation part is that it depends on different kind of family, right? We have different family in the country, so it depends from your own background. You know where you're coming from. I know where you're going to. Even if they don't tell you that you have to do this, there are some things that you just know that automatically I can't afford to flop. You have people looking up to you, so that is just about the expectation part.
Okay.
The fun
I
part.
see that both of you are saying a lot about being you.
Yeah.
And being expressive of. Was there any time in your life that you didn't feel like you know who you were? And how did you navigate that?
Of course. Like, I mean, puberty and everything, just that a lot of things going on. Your emotions is all over the place, and it all comes back to the parenting and everything. If you can have a honest communication with your parents, people you relate with daily. So I think that is how you can navigate.
Did that help you? Did you have that kind of communication?
Of course, yes, I did. Like there was a particular time I had issues going on with school. Like I won't call it bullying, but like I had issues with my classmates and everything. So my mom helped me through that process.
Can you talk us through that?
Okay. She made me realize that there are times where people will make you feel less of yourself. They're like, oh, it's because she's light skinned, that's why she's not even that pretty. So like I started to be like, oh, I'm not even pretty. But she would tell me to look at the mirror, and she tell me every morning that you are pretty just the way you are. Some dark skinned people are not even as pretty as you are, but they just want to iron out that pretense that you are light skinned. So I think it's the way you like have this relationship with your parents can also help you go through this process.
Therefore.
Yeah, I would so much agree with her, actually.
Why are people agreeing?
The truth is that, there was a time in my life where I didn't know what to do. Like, I don't know anything. And I remember my mom always telling me something. Not even my mom and my dad inclusive. What do you want to do with your life? That was the one question that they always asked me. Because I think those time my friends were actually like, listen, they were like, what do you want to do, dear Colorado? And I was like, I don't know. And one thing that my dad always did was, he said, don't worry, sooner or later, you will get it. He kept on encouraging me. And that was how I got to know my own passion. I found that my passion was history. And I said, Daddy, my passion is history. I was like,
History. Okay.
History. And they said, okay, don't worry, we'll support you. What every teenager needs is a parental support, huge parental support. Once a teenager sees parents supporting him, being by his back, oh my God, that teenager can go far. He can go far. So if you look at teenagers that have the parental support, they are guided through the way of life. It makes it easy for them to navigate. Yeah. So that's for
So that brings us to this section whereby I want us to talk about pressure. Because you say when a teenager knows that they have parental support, they have their parents, supporting them, they're able to talk to your parents when you have an issue, then that helps you to navigate things, right? That's one of the things you've said. So when you were, so I want you guys to, I know you guys are now big girls and big boys, are now in uni, 200 level, 300 level. I want to take you back to when you were in secondary school, right? What kind of pressures were you going through there? And what are those pressures? Or any things you were able to discuss with your parents? Let's start like that.
Actually.
No, let's be real though. I don't want to
Yes,
say,
yes,
show you pussy that I went to get myself into the zone. Yeah.
Okay, so we go first.
no.
Okay, let me go
Go first.
So pressure, in secondary school there are like a lot of pressure. Let's talk about trying to choose a career path for yourself. I think that is like where in the most cases, aside from probably bullying and all of those kind of
Yeah.
stuff, trying to choose a career path is not easy. Some students don't even know if they'll fit in arts, commercial or science. Maybe they can bring another department from another place for them.
Okay.
Honestly, you don't know where you fit in. So trying to find a particular path for yourself, that alone is a pressure. So if your parents can actually come true for you, like they need to bring out that potential, you need to unleash like what do you actually want for yourself. So I think that's the actually know.
Okay. Yeah, I have a follow-up question, but I want to hear from Dieko.
For me, I would go with social pressure. Yeah, I had a lot of social pressure in school, secondary school. And I told my mommy everything. It's my G-Spark. My G-Spark D.
Okay.
G-Spark now. Steady.
Nice.
Yeah, so, and one thing is, so the social pressure I had in secondary school, I went to a federal school, Federal Government College, Lagos, Janiki.
Okay. You have casted them. Okay, continue.
The school taught me a lot. Because when you are in a place where you see people that are smoking, people that are in cultism, people that are doing some kind of bad vices and everything, you can be carried away. So that kind of exposure, and I really thank my father for not agreeing to take me to a private school. He said, Dieko, if we finish that secondary school, if you like faith, you will finish that secondary school. He was very determined. They gave me everything. He said, anything that you want to do in school, just tell us, we'll do it. But that you will go to private school, no. And passing through that secondary school for 6 years, I was there from JS1 to SS3. I learned a lot.
Okay.
So when I got to university and I was seeing other vices, I was like, this is not new to me. So that kind of pressure, and that's why I said parental support, because there was a moral compass for me to abide in at home. There were sometimes I actually slipped off. My parents would be like, come on, what's that? Go back to your usual self, correction. We will correct your head. And then
correct your head.
Yes, it's true. You need it. They will correct your head, and then you begin to understand, okay, this is what I need to do. So when you get to the university, nobody can tell you anything that, and do this. I have so many of my friends that will tell me, I will go do this. Like, it's not me. It's not me. I was not brought up to do that. I believe in working for your money. I always tell my friends, work for your money. And then when people in my department, then they always say, there's no way for issues. And I say that, no way. It's the truth, because you have to work for it, and you will see it legitimately. My parents taught me that work for it and you will get your results. Hard work.
You wanted to say something?
Yes, so just like a follow-up to what you said about social pressure, and I also talk about like peer pressure. Like for females, you see your friend, some people this thing is just like innate. They know camera angles, they know how to post like the body and
selfie,
everything.
come on.
And for instance, I don't really know camera angles. So say your friend posting on TikTok, doing all those CapCut templates and everything, and they just look everywhere. and here you are, your pictures are not giving,
Ah.
that pressure alone. Like, who do you even want to share it with? How do you want to explain that my pictures are not coming out the way I want? And you can even be judging yourself, even before posting a picture. Is this picture fine? You can look at it like 10 times. This picture is not fine. Should I post it? Just judging yourself alone. So I think that is also the kind of pressure we're talking about.
You guys have said a lot, and I want us to like bring it on. So the both of you, it's all. I love that. You guys have your parental support, but I'm sure you have friends who don't. I'm sure that you have friends that don't have who to talk to. For those friends, what would you want to tell their parents? They might not be your direct friends, but maybe what would you want to tell their parents?
I want to tell their parents, wake up. Your son, your daughter is going, wake up. Sincerely, because I have a community of teenagers, I speak with some of them, and when they tell me their stories, I'm like, guy.
You've been through that.
And then I really feel for them. Teenagers are going into the real, and it's very, very, very,
When you say
very
they're going
hard.
into jail, what do you mean?
I mean, like, they are losing their lives, not eventually like cut short, but little by little. That's what vices do. They just continue cutting until they cut you off totally. And when there is no parental support, that is what weakens them. And in most cases, I'm sorry to say, divorce is a cogent factor.
Okay.
Very, 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 very important factor. Most of the people that I see that have this not enough parental support, most of their parents are separated, and I'm always like, just come together to help this child. Come together to help this child. And really, I have a friend who has had that kind of thing, but it took a while before I was able to convince him that, bro, you're always not the way. Like, I had to convince him because he has been, have a tough background. I was like, no, bro, don't worry, you can do it. Keep on advising him. He's good in graphic design. I said, pick up the graphic design. Let's do this together. And he's actually now following it, and he's doing it little by little. Although he's not seeing the money yet, but I tell him that he has started
skills,
something.
Skills matter.
Yeah, he's building himself up. So parental support is needed. It's heavily needed. So actually, to my parents.
Okay, so what I would like to tell the parents that their children, right? So let's tell them that they should have this open communication with their children. There are times whereby you don't even find out what is going on in the mind of the child unless you have honest communication. I mean, when I mean honest communication, I mean a communication where there is no judging. You are not lecturing me.
Oh my
You are
God.
not judging me of whatever it is I want to tell you. Just let's have a normal
No
conversation.
lecturing,
Exactly.
no judging.
Yes, no judging. That is the only way you can actually get what the child is going through or what the child has been through and the possible solutions to, navigate the situation.
I'm a parent and I'm here. I'm asking myself, how many times have I judged?
Actually, I think I'll follow up on that. Yeah. I'll give credits to my dad for that.
Okay.
My dad, the first thing he always does is he wants to hear what you have to say first. He will not judge you. He will do the judging later, but it's a judging that comes with a soft correction. Like a kind of, come closer, let me tell you something.
Okay.
So parents need to understand that these teenagers that you have now are not the teenagers of back then.
Actually.
They are different. We're in different scenarios. We're in different years apart. So actually,
Look at me. You can tell I'm adjusting.
so actually, they should try to. I'm not saying that they should not be strict, but they should try to not be too judgmental, because when you get too judgmental, just close up.
Actually, you can even be strict. Your strictness will be out of love. We know you love us. We know that. But do not judge me for what I've done, because I'm sure you were also once a teenager. And you know what it means. It's honestly
Straight bullets.
And you understand that. So don't judge me. Yes, let's just have an open conversation and let's just talk about it. And that way we'll know the possible
Let's
solution.
have see these children. They see, I feel like I'm the one getting the hit to all of your sins, right? But they're like, we shouldn't judge. we should have open conversations, and we should stop treating people like children. Which one?
Treat us like children, but
Okay.
in a very, very good way that we're
Okay.
able to understand.
Please define good.
Good. Okay, good. How do I define good now? Let's give an example. Instead of you to like start saying, you don't know what you're doing to your life, you don't know what to do everything. You'd be like, come. What do you want to use your life to do? Okay, what's my mom will come like this, be like, okay, Dieko, you know, first she buy. Okay, you are good in graphic designing. Why don't you start getting certifications so you can start developing yourself? That kind of thing is a kind of way to guide them. That's a good way. And yeah, I'm someone like this that I'm sorry to say I don't usually follow up on what I do. But my parents are always like, Dieko, go back to this thing, do this thing very well. You understand? And they will encourage you that you should build yourself. One thing that always sticks to me is that I always tell myself, I've got people looking up that they want me to do something better in my life. And I want to make sure that I appreciate them for what they've done.
So one of the things that help both of you, because you also mentioned it, is knowing that you have people that are rooting for you.
Yes.
So parents should also, they should build a relationship in a way that their children, that even if the entire world is not rooting for me, they should have it that, but you have a relationship with them in a way that they understand that my parents are rooting for me.
Yes, always.
Always. So it's important.
Yeah, very,
Okay.
very important.
All right. So there's a part that people are trying to run away from, but I'll bring it back.
No problems.
I'll bring it back.
No problem.
And it's the part where the vices, right? I want you guys to talk about what are the vices that teenagers are facing now, right?
Okay, go first.
Those vices, if you have ever encountered anyone or struggled with anyone, how have you been able to navigate it to become where you are now? And what was the role your parents played in the mix?
Okay. Now, there's so many vices I had to go through.
Okay.
One major vice that I had was masturbation.
Okay.
Now, when I was a teenager and I was a boy, I was introduced that nobody introduced it to me now. And, normally they say it's like somebody, well, this one, I think devil come by himself. So, and when my parents figured out that this boy don't enter this thing, they started helping me. My dad
Did you tell them about it or they discovered it?
No, they discovered it.
They discovered it.
Yeah. My parents are very, let's say they're very, very spiritual. They can sense anything. My mom can sense.
They're very, very what?
Spiritual. They can sense that I am in trouble anytime. Many times they will say, don't go here, don't go there. And there was something that will happen there. So they are very, very spiritual. They made me to know more about God through them. And during the time of those times I was passing through that phase, I got to be able to heal or to get myself back together. Yeah, there was sometimes I slipped off, I fell back. It was like, constantly checking in. Even up till now, they still are. Hope you're not doing that again. It's a kind of way to like tell you that they're still watching you. They're still watching you. And that is what the parents need to do. When your child enters vice, you don't condemn. You carry him back to where he should be. And then I was at the time I was also feeling oppression. When in my secondary school, I think they were wearing some shoes. One shoe, they used to call it sebago.
People have your own. What was our own that time? It was what? Keto, cross, checkers. See, it's not you, it's not new. I'm just telling you people now.
So this was sebago dog side.
It
was carried in my school there, If you're wearing sebago, everybody's like, this boy get money, this boy fresh, boy good, you understand? And me, I pressured my mom to buy sebago. She did not buy it.
I trust your mom.
She didn't buy it. And through that way, actually, do you know that I was able to know that I'm using an Android phone? When I got to the university, I see people using an iPhone. I'm not bothered.
Because you've been able to.
Yeah, I've been able to contain the pressure. So I'm not bothered. If you're using an iPhone, I have a guy, my classmate, using an iPhone. I greet him, how far are you doing now? There's nothing, I'm not like
It doesn't make you
it
feel.
doesn't make me feel less of anything.
Actually.
It doesn't make me feel less. If you like, have a car, have a house. We are mates.
Do you want to call
I'll
that
fully let it
contentment?
up. Yeah, contentment. Yeah, because they taught me how to overcome pressure, social pressure, and then contentment. Social pressure and peer pressure. Yeah, peer
Okay.
pressure. Yeah, peer pressure. I don't want to go into some details
Okay.
of peer pressure
Of peer pressure.
because peer pressure.
Are you sure you don't want to? Okay, let's
should I go?
let's allow
Let's
to
allow
learn.
to-
Yeah.
Okay, so about the vices there, I'll say one thing I was struggled with, like I almost got abused, and my mom was there because she used this relationship whereby we could actually have like a normal conversation. If I'm talking to my mom on phone, say if you think I'm talking to my friend or like we just talk. There's no mama, although I have to respect my mom, I know that.
Of course, yeah.
But there is just this relationship that we just, even if I don't talk to my mom, I don't even think there are ever times that I don't talk to her for days. But we just pick up from where we left. I'll just continue talking. So she was there. She didn't judge me. She understood the situation. She handled it well. Honestly. And that was how that was. I love what they said about iPhone, of course. Me, I just feel like iPhone is not an achievement. If you are using iPhone, you're not using
thank
iPhone.
you.
It does not make me less of myself. Honestly, I cannot measure our success
with iPhone. What is iPhone?
What we have up there, what are we going to,
But those, sorry, the ones that have iPhone, did they buy you their money?
I don't know.
Some
Do you know what some teenagers do to actually get that iPhone?
I want to know. Tell us now.
Okay.
I won't call them friends because I don't even know with such people. But like I've heard of situations whereby because a girl is coming to the university and she knows most of her friends uses iPhone, she had to like sleep with boys to get the phone that you cannot even take home to your parents.
Always trend.
What is the
Okay,
essence
so they
of-
don't even take this phone to
Some
home.
of them don't even take it home.
So their parents don't even know they have
exactly.
it. Oh my God.
So what's the essence of having something you're not even proud of?
Yeah.
Whatever it is your parent gets you, you should be contented. That is how I was trained. That's how I was brought up. So if they see the need for you to use an iPhone, of course they will surely get you one. So probably the reason why they've not gotten you iPhone is because they've not seen the need to, or you've not given them the reason to. Some parents want you to do better. That is why they're depriving you of some things. They know, you are sleeping off like your academics. You can do better. So I'm not going to get you an iPhone until you get this grade.
Wow.
So you now trying to be all sneaky and, it doesn't take you anywhere. So that is my take on that.
Okay. You guys have said a lot, honestly.
Okay.
And I'm scared.
Don't be scared. You've
I'm not
heard
being.
anything.
I've not heard anything.
You've heard anything. No, serious.
With all everything you guys have said, do you think that parents today, if you want to put a ratio to it, maybe percentage into it, what percentage of parents do you think are aware of what their teenagers are doing?
5%.
Honestly.
5%.
No, I'll say 10.
You say 10.
Yeah,
it's even bad. There's no. That's a fail.
No, like,
So you're saying that we are failing as parents?
no, you're not failing.
No, if you say 5%, 5% of the 100% is a fail. Oh, yeah, explain, please.
Okay, let me explain the reason why I said 5%. There are some parents that don't know that their boys, I interact with boys mostly.
Yeah.
And they don't know their boys are into Yahoo. Yahoo is prevalent among boys now. In fact, that's even gone to another level now. We're having rituals.
Wow.
See,
Teenagers.
Of course.
Okay.
when I was in secondary school, there was a time that I heard, and I went to go and confirm, and it was true. A 13-year-old went to a Babalawo house. This was secondary school. He was just in GS2.
GS2.
Yes. Now, so one question: how did you know about Yahoo? How do you know that you need ritual? How did you know that he needs ritual to get money? How did that information get to him?
3.
And you wonder now. That's why I said 5%. 5% of parents know. 5% of parents, only 5% of parents know what their child is actually doing. Because some parents just think, he's in school, he's already old now. Especially when they get to the age of 13, 14. When they're in the age of 1 to 10, there's still supervision. 13, 14, you start giving them freedom. He's a big boy now. He's a big boy. But he's actually derailing small, until it derails completely. And that's why I say only 5% of parents know exactly what their children is doing. Only 5% of parents would sit down and look at their parents' grade, look at their children's grade. There's some parents that don't even know that their child is in 200 level.
Actually,
I've seen that so many times. They don't know that. Some of them don't even know their child are even on suspension.
just paying tuition now.
Just paying tuition.
Wow. They're
So-
unpacking a lot.
I like to talk about social media.
Yeah.
What-
My next question was going to go to that.
What
So yeah.
our teenagers see on the internet today can actually really get to them. There was a particular video I saw on Instagram, and a
But you're
guy
on social
addressed
media.
it. Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am social media. And okay, let me talk about this real quick.
Yes.
My dad views my status, my mom views it, my aunties, my uncles, all my family members have viewed my status. And there was a particular time my dad didn't see me posting on WhatsApp for like a while because I was very, very occupied in school. He had to call me, Timi. Hope it's not that you blocked me. Hope it's not that you blocked. I was like, no, dad, like I had a lot of things going on. Like, oh, better be, this or that you're not posting. I'm not saying your post. He keeps monitoring. He keeps keeping track. He don't necessarily have to like it or like tell me, but I know he can see what I'm doing. Do you understand? And what these posts see on the internet is what they like try to inculcate into their daily activities. When you see people doing rituals on the internet, then you feel like it's the right thing because why is everyone on the internet in the first place? Then you try to, you also want to do it. You want to spray money to your girlfriend. You want to call surprise
To your
you that they are still giving you money for food at home. You want to, so that's also part of it. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have said a lot because you said you scored parents 10%. You scored parents
5%.
5%. And I'm on my seat and I'm like, hey God, you guys have dropped a lot of like bombshells here.
You really need to play on your ears.
Yeah. So if you have the opportunity
Yeah.
to talk to the 90% of parents and the 95% parents, what are the 3 things you would tell them to change today?
Okay. One of the things I would tell parents change that we need to give time to our children. Some parents are too busy thinking of, I need to secure my children's future. Fine, of course, you need to pay bills, you have a lot of responsibility to carry. But you cannot do that neglecting those children you're actually doing those things for. The money you're trying to make on their behalf and you're not taking care of them, who is going to spend those money eventually if their lives are ruined? You really need to monitor your children. You need to there are different things if people think teenagers are not capable of doing what they can actually do. You will even be surprised.
Okay.
They are capable of doing millions, honestly. So you really need to have time for your children, have conversations, have this relationship, this kind of particular kind of relationship with your child or your teenager that, they're just free to talk to you about anything. If something strange is even happening that they themselves do not realize, you'll be the one to figure out through the conversation you're having with them. So I feel like if you have this conversation and this kind of relationship with your children, then you can know how to step up your game, how to, where you need to do more and where you need to. So yeah.
Well,
Because
for
you
me,
gave your score is high.
well, for me, I would want parents. Parents is husband and a wife.
Yeah.
So husband and wife, they need to agree to train their child. The agreement must be there to that this child will train our way. So if the two people can agree to train that child, there's no other child is going to become bad unless I think there's an adage for that kind of child. Akko kugbo, that's that kind of thing. But
Yeah. That's a Yoruba adage of a child that they trained but did not hear. Something like that.
So they have to come together to train that child. I'll give an example of my own self. I think my parents, I don't know whether it's God or it's them that didn't schedule like that. But they were actually there during every time of my life. My mom was there for me in my childhood, overseen my childhood. Now, my mom ensured that my childhood, I learned a lot. I learned, I enjoyed myself and everything. So my mom was there. My dad was also there, but he was, work was also there. But one thing my mom will always tell me that, don't worry, daddy is there. And daddy always makes time for me, I will come in, sit down, we'll talk about this, we'll talk about football, talk about anything. You understand? Having those funny.
Don't call that club on my name.
Real Madrid, Hala Madrid. So
this boy, it's the audacity for me. Edit it out.
so the way we just, and my mom was there for my childhood. Then my dad was there for my teenage years. For actually the male child, I would actually say to fathers especially, be there for your child, your male child during his teenage years. It is needed. It is needed. Let the father be there. If the father is there for the male child, that male child can't derail, because the father will train him to become the man he needs to become. My dad taught me how to lead, how to handle the house, how to manage finances, how to control pressure, how to stand up for myself, and even for people that are like other, like people that I love. That's what my father even taught me, how to even love your wife. Let me yeah.
If you will come after me, will come for you. Because
My father taught me how to love your wife. He did not teach me like this. He just taught me through the actions.
Talking about your wife. Come now,
calm down now. I'm just saying.
I know.
So fathers actually need to be there. So the male child, when the male child is about to grow under those teenage years, fathers, you need to be there. You just need to just stay there and monitor that male child.
This conversation, I feel like there's so much that we need to talk about. But there's one worrisome part for me, the money element. You guys have been talking about money as if you said something about you have to work for your money. Me, when I was in secondary school, so when I was even in year 1, year 2, year 3, I was not thinking about making money. Because any money that I want, I guess it's from my mommy and my daddy.
Okay.
My daddy still gives me money as a 40-year-old girl. So like, I want to understand this because a lot of devices you guys are talking about are all hinged on money.
Yes.
And it's like, you guys are passionate.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
There's a pressure. The internet, social media comes to play in this. Social media gives teenagers a lot of view that money is the way of life. And then they say that I need to have this money. I need to, there's so much pressure about money. And I've met some teenagers that say they don't want to depend on mommy and daddy.
The mommy and daddy say that you should not, please.
No, that's not even the case. Mommy and daddy can't give
me all. Like,
but
teenagers come to that self-realization.
Actually, but the solution to this particular thing is that, okay, fine, your mom and your dad can't give you all. You have to now work legitimately. Do it legitimately. Don't go through fraudulent practices.
You people sound like people that have side gigs.
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah,
I sell clothes in school.
You sell clothes in school?
And I also work as a social media manager.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you have legit work,
I'm a graphic designer. I'm also a video editor. I know. Actually,
see how they are selling their markets. Wow, you guys have you've opened my eyes, and I'm hoping you guys have opened the eyes of a lot of parents that are watching this episode. I know there is a lot of questions. Please, when we put this episode up, do me a favor. Go to the comment section for people that might have any questions for you or anything,
no
and comment and engage. And I hope you guys take this, our Children's Day special, to heart. At the end of the day, why we have done this episode is for us to realize that the work we need to do as parents is a lot. We cannot give second our responsibility to teachers, to schools, to nannies. We have to be present. We have to be aware. We have to know what is going on. And one of the key things that Timi and Dieko have said is that we should build genuine, intimate relationship with our children.
Right.
Know your child. build a relationship, make time for your children. Because guess what? I'm looking at my kids every day and I'm seeing how fast they are growing. There will come a time that they will not be in your home. You ask yourself, when was the last time you spoke to your mommy and your daddy as an adult? And use that to calculate it. So, Timi, Dieko, these guys came all the way from school. And I know that, I hope your school will see this.
Amen.
And realize that they have good students that are, you know, good ambassadors of the school.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Crawford.
They say it's Crawford. I can say it. It's Crawford.
Crawford
Yes.
University.
Undergraduates of Crawford University.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of what you guys are doing with the Teenage Connect and how you're also pushing entrepreneurship within your peers. Legit, they did not say that you should not work. Legitimate. And if your children are doing something, like for Dieko, I know that some of his gigs, I manage them. Please be aware, know where their money is coming from. If they buy something, where did you get that money from? Know who they are working for. Be there. Again, let me not extend this further. So, thank you, Timi. Thank you, Dieko. It was a pleasure having you guys on my show.
Pleasure.
And I hope that when people become adults, you continue this, you know, evangelism as much as possible. So, you are adults already, Abby?
No.
Yeah. Okay. You're there.
Young adults.
Young adults.
Yes,
Okay, young
that
adults.
way.
So on this note, we're signing out on our Children's Day special. And we're saying, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe.
They say people should subscribe. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much. And we're signing out.
Subscribe to my mommy's podcast channel now!